So, Oren, you're still in the call if you want to drop it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Daniel.
So here we are with board 3, picking up a sort of an interesting shape. Hands with voids are usually pretty interesting. They have a lot of potential a lot of offensive potential. The partner has a good fit for any one of my suits. Could be good. So David opens a diamond. Not that surprising. If he was going to open one of my 3 suits, it would be a diamond, you would think, on average. Dan passes. I expect a spade from Gary. Just, there's a lot of spades out there. Someone's probably going to bid them at some point. Oh, he bids a heart. Okay, this is actually quite interesting because there are 13 spades out, which means I know my partner has at least 5 or in all, very, very likely, my left-hand opponent, South, probably doesn't have 5 because he didn't open a spade. My right-hand opponent probably doesn't have 5 because he bid a spade, and partner probably has 5 because he did not. He must have 5, but he didn't overcall because he has a very weak hand or a relatively weak hand with a weak suit. So I'm vulnerable. I think I'm just going to pass. This might be completely stupid, but I have a bunch of cards in my opponent's suits. My clubs I have good ones, but I'm vulnerable on the 2 level. I really don't think I need to be bidding here. And sure enough, David has raised hearts, so we know that partner has short hearts, at most 2, but probably only 1. Most people raising on 3-card support, raising responders major on 3-card support isn't that common. I expect Dan to pass too. There's no real hand that could, unless the only hand that would pass on the first round and enter a live auction like this is one that is his strength and his shortened hearts, but we know he has 5 spades already. So now Gary bids 2 spades, which is artificial. It's probably some sort of game trying heart, so I'm going to ask about that. But really, it doesn't matter. I'm not coming into this auction. It looks like the opponents have strength, and I like my decision to lie in the bushes here because I have a strong 4-card holding in their suit, and we'll see. So this David jumped to 4 clubs, which is a splinter, showing 4-card support. At least he wouldn't splinter here if he had raised on some 3-card support, and short clubs, which is a surprise to no one. So actually, Dan really rates to have hearts or spades and clubs. So David is probably something along the lines of 4 spades, 4 hearts, 4 diamonds, and 1 club. Now, there's an argument to be made here that I should double. And since, this is a sort of bidding for fun, I'm going to do it because, why not? I know stuff is splitting very badly for the opponents. And I know there's the short clubs on my left are, I have a strong holding there, so I'm going to lead trumps and try to restrict their roughing power there. I know spades are breaking badly. This could be a disaster, especially against good opponents, but I suspect I'm making more often. They're going to be defeated more often than not, and besides, it's fun. Certainly for a live stream, this makes sense to have some courage. So I'm going to lead a trump. Hopefully, I know I suspect they're in a 4-4 fit because maybe they're not. Maybe Gary has 5, but that would give partner a lot of shape, and hopefully he didn't bid, so I know he really has nothing, but we'll see. Oh, this could be good. So we'll see. So I'm leading a trump. Hopefully partner has a trump and has a useful spot for me. It would be great to see him contribute like the jack or something. That would be terrific. And we'll see what happens. Well, he has a trump, but it's a low one, so it's better than it might be. I should be able to play 4 rounds of trumps here in reasonably quickly. And I've got all the the club entries, so I can like. It would be nice if you switch the 9 and the. Oh, never mind. That's a. So he won this first trump cheaply in dummy, and he's gonna have to come off dummy somehow. Say he plays. So who knows? I have a short club trick, 2 short trump tricks if I don't play more trumps and knock those out. We'll just see what happens. They are in a 4-4 fit, so that means North has 4-4 in the majors and 5 cards in the minors. We'll see what those are. If I know partner has not much at all, but we'll see what he's got. If he has if he had something along the lines of Jack 10 of spades, that would prevent them from taking 3 tricks there, or 4 tricks there. If he has the ace of spades, that would be like ace jack would be terrific. That would be a completely, that would be a bonanza here. But that doesn't give Gary enough. He has king jack 10 fourth of hearts, and the king of clubs maybe. Ace of spades would be sort of a normal hand. He was inviting game, and so we'll see. I do need to decide whether, if he comes off dummy with a club and I win it, whether to play more hearts and hope that we have enough tricks sort of slowly, or whether to sit back and hopefully maybe take a spade ruff and 2 trump tricks and the clubs. That seems like the safer beat. So I'm going to plan on taking 3 trump tricks and at least 1 club, and maybe partner can help and take a trick of his own or 2 tricks of his own. 2 tricks of his own would be incredible, but I'm hoping for 1. Now it's possible that if I had overcalled 2 clubs, they might not have reached game. It seems pretty unlikely, but let's say Gary has some vulnerable holding in clubs like king third or king fourth, where he might downgrade his hand now, in light of his club holding, and go lower. We don't know how marginal his game invitation was. He's 4-4 in the majors. Who knows what he has in diamonds? So we'll see. Let's take a little time to talk about these methods here. A lot of players play something called some variant of a convention called spiral, or some people call it 3-3-4-4. After the auction starts, 1 of a minor, and then responder bids 1 of a major, and opener raises to 2. Because openers raise to 2 could be on a variety of hands, anywhere from a balanced hand, 4 cards in a balanced hand, 4-3-3-3 maybe if you open a club, or 4-4-3-2 type of shape. Or it could be more unbalanced, like a 4-card raise like this, like David has. Oh, here we go. He plays the club off, and Dan plays the 5 of clubs, which is, we play upside down carding, so the 5 could be he could be showing an odd number, which might be 3 clubs, but that doesn't really make sense. He probably has 4 clubs, and he's playing the 5 to start showing 4 clubs. So I'm going to just exit with a diamond. I'll play it low, it doesn't really matter. My partner's not going to be making many decisions on this hand, so my carding is going to be sort of meaningless. There's some hands where you can tell that partner is really not involved. He's going to take some tricks maybe, and this, but really he doesn't care. He won't care if I am deceiving him with my carding, so there's no reason here for me to be telling the truth. It can only help declare. And now his 7 we can see is his lowest spot card, so he's encouraging. He probably doesn't have much in his hand at all, so the diamonds might be, the suit he's got the best. If he might have like the queen of diamonds and nothing else. or the queen of diamonds and the jack of spades and nothing else. And that might be his whole hand, so we'll see. And another thing is, if Declarer starts roughing in both hands, which he might do, my trump spots are pretty good. And if he roughs once in each hand and I can score the queen of trumps somehow, I might be able to draw trumps, but I don't really see that happening. I'm probably going to score the 8 of hearts as a rough and ace queen of hearts some other time, and maybe one more trick. So I think if partner has a trick for me and Declarer has most of the rest of the stuff down too, I think is likely. Now he leads the queen of spades, and I really see no reason not to trump this. Hopefully my partner will be there with the ace. That would be incredible. But no, and he plays the 8, which upside down shows an odd number. So just like I expected, the spades are 4, 5, 4 around the table. I'm going to rough that, and I'm going to play another diamond. It's possible I should have led a diamond to begin with, but I didn't know. If I knew this dummy was going to come down, I should have led a diamond, because it's the best thing I can do there. Okay, so now Declarer has shown out a diamond, so we have a very, very strong count on his hand. He is almost certainly 4-4 in the majors with singleton diamond and 4 clubs. So I'm going to play the 10 of diamonds. Again, it doesn't really matter what I play. He plays the 7 of spades. There's no reason to trump this. My queen of clubs is a natural trump trick, so I'm actually going to discard. Well, I could. I'm going to discard the diamond. There's no real reason to keep it in my hand, and I might be able to over-rough a diamond. But I don't actually know if it's clear that I want to do that. I think I would discard. If he plays another diamond enough dummy, I'll discard. And force him to rough something in dummy as well. So it sort of looks like he's playing sort of like he has. The partner has some spade spots. So he plays a diamond and rough this with the jack. So he only has the king left, but I'm still going to discard here. And now he's sort of cooked. Oh, no, actually, the king of hearts was a good play here. I'm sort of going to get end played because I'm going to have to leave clubs away from the king. So what does he have? 6. This might be down 1 only now. So what does he got left? He has rough 1 club, or he's not out of club. I'll play the heart. And Dan's got to play club. I really suspect he's down 2 spades and a club. We pitched a spade, so it's all over. Presumably Gary has the singleton, king and club. So this is actually down 1. So Gary played it very well to get out for down 1, which is really what's happening here. And that's that. It's possible I could have beaten it too on a different line of defense, but it sort of feels like I was going to get played regardless. So, morals of the story here are just because you have 5 good clubs doesn't mean you need to come into the auction vulnerable at 2 level, especially when it seems like partner is broke. Don't be afraid to make marginal doubles, especially when you think the opponents are. You have a surprise for the opponents. Here are my 4 trumps and the good clubs sitting over the length on my right, and the voids and spades were all surprises. And don't really trust me on opening lead. That's it for board 3.
Can any of you hear me?